KBA began to fade, every now and then somebody would try to start a boxing club and get some fighters out, but it wasn't the same.
We don't have enough people who care to invest time and money in the kids.
And you tell boxers who are usually not upper class, I'm going to take you to a boxing show in front, but we need transportation money, and we need meal money, and we need maybe lodging money. The people that invested in the KBA were some of the influential people that had some money. The prophets and so on, they can easily do that.
I went to Chicago to the Windy City Gym, but it wasn't nothing like the Kalamazoo Boxing Academy.
I started training guys. Had several Air Force champions. I had 2 Armed Forces champions in Europe. I retired, came back to Michigan, stopped at the Pride Gym where Floyd Mayweather Jr. trained, and stopped in and talked to Brian Lee, hired me to train. That year I had 11 guys, entered Golden Gloves in Western Michigan, and we had 8 champions.
In 1980, they started doing Tough Man competition. I participated in Tough Man competition in Kalamazoo, in Grand Rapids, in Jackson, and in Detroit, where they held the national Tough Man contest. I beat a gentleman by the name of Dwayne Edmond in the finals. Well, I won a unanimous decision over him, and I won the Tough Man title. There was a movie called Tough Enough. It's the last movie that Warren Oates made. Dennis Quaid also starred in that movie. And there's a very brief clip of me fighting in the Nationals on there. Maybe they liked the outfit I was wearing. It was a blue USA tank top, the weight boxing trunks, weight boxing shoes. Anyway, they used that in the movie.
I've met up with Bobby Zell at the Boys Club and talked to him about maybe letting us use the Boys and Girls Club as a place to train, and he said, sure, that'd be great. And we got a few donations to where we got some robes and some shirts and equipment. I started the Kalamazoo KO Club.
Al Fracker and I were involved with that. We were trying to come up with a name, Kalamazoo Area Youth Organization. And the acronym turned out to be KO, so then, that's what we used.
And like Woody Top, his method of operation was a little different. And he was a school teacher, so he was doing this after hours. And he'd take these fighters to different places to box on the weekend.
After my trainer left, I stayed at the KO Club. I think it was like 5-6 years. We were one of the best amateur programs in the state. The way boxing was when I first started in boxing today is like a whole different world. You can pick who you want to fight now. So to me, it's much softer, very soft.
Today, boxing to me is downhill. They're just having shows to get money. Fighters they're not in shape.
Now they got these steroids and all this other stuff going on, the politics, and boxing today makes me feel kind of sad.
I think there's just too many greedy people in it, I think, and it kind of self-destructed.
I still think that Golden Gloves boxing is a great sport. It's taken a little slide down because of all the competition from other contact sports. We have cage fighting, we have full contact, karate, we have a lot of different sports. But I think there's always a place there for Golden Gloves.
There's a lot of money in MMA right now. And there's some money in boxing. I've seen some great fights in the last few months.
It's not like it was in the 60s and 70s, but that, I believe, is not because the sport doesn't have an literature. It's because there's so many other things for kids to do.
Kalamazoo was a great boxing town, and I think it still could be. I'd like to see a revival, and I think Kalamazoo's a place for it.
I think boxing is good for kids if it's kept on the level of true, clean sportsmanship. But boxing was all around good for me. My mom doesn't think so, but I thought so.
I did hear some stuff, should you really be offering boxing at the Boys and Girls Club? And I said, absolutely we could, because it's meeting an unmet need. It's meeting a need. These kids could be out in the street boxing and beating up kids or getting into fights. We felt that this is the best way of which we can reach some of those troubled kids out there.
Potentially troublesome kids dedicated to something. They go and work out, and they had somebody like Henry and Eddie Bridges working with them.
You get a 7 and an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old. You can start them out with a jab. In 10 minutes, you can have them 1, 2, roll, 2, 3, 2, pull, 2, 3, 2, 1, 1. And they are fascinated. I mean, their eyes are like, and their friends are watching them do these combinations that they never even knew they could do. That right there is what keeps me in. I would love to be able to have a gym, walk in, and train, have 10 guys, 20 young cats waiting for me to train them. You can't buy that kind of thrill, man. You can't buy that joy.